Welcome back, everyone. We're still a day away from New Year's Eve, but now is the time to start getting things ready for that celebration. Here to help us out is Clark Trim from Colonial Wine and Spirits. Good morning, Clark. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. It's great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, so you've brought along a great product selection for us to look at this morning. The first thing I want to ask you about is looking back on the year that it's been. What do you think has been the biggest trend that surprised you the most?
It came as an absolute surprise to, I think, most of us in the business in Arkansas that we were able to begin selling growlers. And growlers is a system where you can bring your own growler like this, or you can purchase one from your retailer.
Yes.
And we'll fill it up for you with a variety of the best craft beers local and nationwide.
Yeah, a very popular thing. I know a lot of people are getting into this because they can actually come and kind of try some new beers out that they've never had before, and seasonal ones at that, right?
Yeah, we have to be very careful about how much we allow people to taste, but you can taste them and make a decision beforehand. And we have 8 great draft beers on tap. You fill this growler, you take, we put a little top of CO2 on it so it keeps it fresh. And you can, it's just like having your favorite draft beer at home in your refrigerator.
And bring it back and exchange it and get a different product.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, and then something else you talked about that kind of surprised you this year. Talk about the wines that have been very popular.
Well, what we're seeing trend right now, very hot in wines, are wines from South America and Spain.
Yes.
And the reason is because the quality is wonderful, the varietals are well-known varietals, and the prices are very right.
And one of those is a Malbec, right?
One is a Malbec, yeah. From Argentina, and a guy that I know who makes this wine, and it's absolutely a 90-point wine in a $15 range. Very hard to beat.
That is awesome. And then what else are you talking about that surprised you here?
Well, you know, bourbon is hot, 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 and it's actually hot to the point to where there's a shortage of bourbon. So we're seeing a real resurgence in bourbon, and also rye. Rye is very hot. People who are bourbon fans are also really enjoying trying rye and getting reintroduced to the product of rye. It's very exciting.
So a lot of varieties for the beer, wine, or liquor fan. Now, on New Year's Eve,
right?
What do you think is the most popular drink? Obviously, we know champagne, but what do you think people kind of stick to?
What we see from year to year in our store is that people tend to drink what they drink every day at the New Year's Eve party. And then when it comes close to midnight, you see everyone kind of shuffling for that bottle of champagne or sparkling wine, and you begin to hear the corks pop. Yeah,
and something you brought along that is pretty cool, a big bottle of champagne. You never really think about it buying a big bottle, though, but you said it'd be good for a party.
Well, it's an excellent idea. Wine actually keeps better in larger formats. The larger the format, the better the wine lives in the bottle. And so you get you a 6-liter or a 9-liter bottle, and you have all the champagne you need for your party.
All right. Kind of a conversation piece, too, for those people.
It's interesting. Yes, it is.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, and be sure to head out to Colonial Wine and Spirits to get prepared for your New Year's Eve party. Well, coming up next, we'll have a quick check of your news headlines before you head out the door. Stay with us.